Right, are we ready, boys and girls? Venom, 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 and not a word. Your account will be charged $26.50. Charge me. Let's f***ing go. Tens that we're just going to call in these positions, and I really don't like the flop. Don't like not having a heart as well. But versus a third, definitely continuing. The turn's interesting. We unblock a hell of a lot of draws, but we don't have much room to improve. Do I think he bats like eights like this? Nah, I think we just fold this hand in this combo. This one's really fucking awkward. Do I want to play cold calls in this spot? Yeah, I think so. He's fed nice. Nice. When we're deeper, I think we can play like clicks and like 4-bet fold some hands. I don't think 4-bet folding is good there with that stack depth, so I think we have to 4-bet call if we 4-bet. So I think we can play a cold call range and throw some good hands in there as well. In those positions specifically. Doesn't work if positions are slightly different. Ding. Send the nuts. We like the nuts. We like the nuts. I think betting. Well, obviously betting. I'm never going to double check this back three-way on this board. Don't want to bet too big here. We want to give some room for potential bluffage and such. Oh, I'm liking this. I guess just beat a nice bricky river. So I don't think he should ever have ace-8 here. Eights makes a lot of sense. So if the river pairs, eights would make the most sense. That would, I mean, now the question is, I guess he can have some, I guess when he bets small. So I would have to bluff like ace-x of clubs here, which I will have at a frequency. It's kind of hard for me to have obvious bluffs. It's such a grim river when he does have a hand like eights. He should check range, I think, on this river as well. So there's a world where we do chop still, but I really don't know what sizing to go for. I guess something like this. Bluffs don't have to go like pot or shove. Okay, we get called by king queen. I guess he was bluffing the turn and then rivered enough showdown. I don't know what he was doing, to be honest. Clicking some buttons, I guess. Right, nines will 3-bet. I didn't need to go this size. No, this is fine. We'll 3-bet call versus cut off here. Bottom of range for 3-bet calling. For about 40 bigs. Should be jamming some 6s, 7s, 8s, which would be lovely. I got 9s on 3 separate tables. Yeah, all right. Run it. Just have like... I'll have a flip. Let's be in a flip. That'd be nice. He's in the Venoms. He's a big boy one. Timeout and fold would be funnier, actually. Okay. You just don't need to shove that hand. Just peel in position. No king or jack. I did ask for the flip, though, so if I lose it, I lose it. Nice! I was so sure I was losing it. Boom, that's fucking huge, man. 700k in the Venom, let's go. So in the Venom here, I've gone for a C-bet three-way, which I don't know if I love or not, but I'm doing it. On such a dry board, just folding out queen jack and king queen and king jack is just super good, I think. No ace or 7, because it'll be the exact same hand that did me in last time. Nice. Then check, and yeah, definitely fold river. The good news about the 4 is he has some 4-5s that might check now with showdown, even though 4-5 doesn't win very often. And bluffs are just so hard to have obvious bluffs here. 3-way check calls. And I don't think I want to bluff this hand, so... Interesting one. He's called out the small blind, I think, so this kind of smacks his range. I think this hand's particularly bad to c-bet with, because we want to... His range is going to contain a lot of pocket pairs and then a lot of broadways, and we block the hands that we have instant fold equity against, 4s and 5s. So I think checking back and then potentially bluffing later streets. Honestly, I might just completely shut down this one and just not worry about it. I wonder... I'm pretty curious as to what like a solver does with this type of hand. I'll probably bluff river on... certain rivers. This one I have to, and I have to bet big as well because of what I'm representing. But it is good because I think the, you know, 7s and 8s just have tough decisions now and fold a lot. Yeah, I think something like this just because of what I'm representing. I think this looks credible as well. Nice. And that's the thing, when you check back with a hand that, you know, you're not starting bluffing with on the flop, it doesn't, and even on the turn, it doesn't mean that you're giving up. You know, people are like, oh, I've got 5 high, I have to bluff flop. It's like, you don't. This guy looks very, very tight, actually. I don't know why he's got the... I think we can, at this stack depth, we can have bigger sizes, so we'll go for it. I guess I can check here. Pretty good board. Oh, shit, we're in the money now in the Euro special. That's good. Can this 2-pair value bet in PLO? Yeah, we'll try it. Do we want to go big here? Are we range betting? We're range betting this, but I don't think I am, so we'll do something like this. I actually don't like this. I think this hand makes a pretty good 3-bet here. I mean, I'm always stacking off, so... Shove or click. I definitely want to get more money in. Click would be like 30, and he has 30 behind. I'm just going to shove. Not the best flop. I don't think range betting this, and I don't think betting this hand. Got a very high check raise. Thing is, when we see a turn like this, I mean, against this size, definitely call, I think, versus bigger sizes, I think we just have to start folding. And yeah, this board is just not ours. It's hard for him to have absolute airballs here. Something like Jack 8, I guess. I expect those hands to bet bigger on turn. Jack 7, I expect those hands to bet bigger on turn. And occasionally we'll have, I guess, aces. We'll have some like ace 6 suited, 6-5 suited, stuff like that checks back flop. Gives us 7. I think at this stack depth against aggressive player, like, we're gonna lose a lot. Like, we're not gonna win the hand too often when we don't hit a sat. But I've just looked at a board down here. It's 7-7 king as well. Oh, baby. So he chose not to bluff with the ace 9 before, where I think he could maybe just blast that off. I still don't think I want to have many raises on this board, or any on rainbow. Ace could be a really good card. Could be really bad. He's got 4 combos of queen 10. He has all the better sets here, so we're not loving it. Ace king will triple, though. And now we have like a lot of rivers we don't want to see, though. The sizing's kind of weird. I still think just call in. Maybe we could jam and bluff jam some like Jack 10 of spades. He shouldn't really have many flushes with this, with the sizing, but we have a load, so like if he bats, it kind of sucks. Yeah. King queen is just, what are people doing here, honestly? Got a flush draw here, multi-way. So I don't like this at all already. I don't think he's gonna have too many check raises, given that he's only checking to 1 player rather than 2. If he'd have bet bigger here, we just fold, but against a third, I think calling is fine. But I'm already not in love with this spot. Okay, that's good, because now we beat other flush draws. We're ahead of some hands now as well. Do expect him to have a reasonable amount of king X, but nice. Gives us a really nice price to draw to outdraw him, basically. So we like it. He's going to win most of the time here, unless he has something like ace 5 suited that decides to just bet because bet, but I think king 10 is going to be there. 7's nice. So similar kind of hand. Really nice. Hello, I've got a flush draw. We're going to get check raised here infinitely from Gillibono. But is what it is. We will see a turn and a lot of the time see a river. I mean, we're definitely seeing a river. Here, I think we just want to play our ranges calls. I really don't think we want to have many raises here. Oh, dear. Well, that's annoying. How has it come a 5? I think I'm going to call because he's capable of bluffing river. And I also think that, like, I don't have anything realistically that's going to... I don't think I realistically have anything that's going to block 9x here. Because there's too much 9x. So, I mean, does he ever... I don't think he ever bets a flush. But maybe he bets a queen high flush. So I just think I'm going to call linearly where I am in my range. The only hand I have better than this is 2 combos of ace 9 and then combo of aces. I just don't think I can fold this here, so. And we're going to see 9x pretty often, but boom! Nice. You love to see it. Check raise near, not loving it if he jams. This is a very, very weird turn. We can jam on certain turns. I like this check raise as well, because an 8-6, stuff like that, we can jam on. Here, jamming doesn't make a lot of sense. We only get called by hands that absolutely shits on us. And he just gets to fold his queen jack of hearts and stuff like that. Maybe there's a world he folds ace x of hearts versus shove, but I think checking this hand is good. I think checking this turn in general is good as well. Problem is, Fish will just like shove now with a pretty wide range. which means we don't get to realize equity. But I still think we can just check like aces with a heart here and stuff like that, and just get, you know, he just jams, and then we're like an 80-20 favorite. But do I want to check back this board? So we overbets here. We have easy call with queens. I shouldn't call so quickly here. And the ace, I expect to see very big bets or check. I guess he could have some blocks with like 9-7 and stuff. If he bets small, that's really awkward. What are his bluffs going to come from? Block some of them? I think it's a bad hand to call with. I'm going to fold. I don't know what I should fucking do. I really wasn't fucking focused in the hand as well. I don't feel that focused at the minute. Well, that's quads. I don't think he's going to check back Jack. Is he going to check back Jack X? I think he might. So I think I'm just going to go for pot. I don't know if we get the check raise in. If he has aces, it's a real shame. Could even hero ace higher. People have been heroing us with all kinds of nonsense. But he's got sixes. He's 10, yeah. These chips are nice, man. Need a bit of salt, but I'm breaking a couple of minutes anyway, if we can make it then. Ooh, you're too close. I guess I'll check here with this king 8 suited. Can potentially bluff later streets. Should probably bet the turn, actually. There's still worse hands at call. I am going to go for the bet, because I think he'll call with like 10x. Pocket 7s is a... I think he's going to stab flush draws on the turn as well, so... Looking at like pocket 7s. Oh, well, this guy's just a fucking stain, isn't he? Queens in the Venom. What was I going to do? That's top set. I think I'm going to range bet this board. Queen of fucking hearts. I think I'm going to range bet this board, so just a third with every hand that I open with. Some argument to check on the turn now. No, I think with the jack not being a spade, the queen not being a spade... And I guess I have like big bet and over bet here, so this goes into the big bet. I don't think over bet with this hand is good. And then we're going to polarize on river. Are we? It's kind of an awkward one with queens. Jacks we can just polarize and just shut manual. I over bet turn jacks and then jam river. I guess I'll just do this. I am going to try and value bet this a7 here. Needs to not get snap called. Okay. We'll be 3-bet getting in ace queen here in the Venom. Awful flop with king with ace queen. Nice. Is late reg nearly over in this? Yeah, this is the last level of late reg in the Venom. I'm a range betting this, yeah, against big blind I will, so I'll bet small, but I think we can bet bigger on this. How much does that cost you, Pat, in bits? Not the turn I was after. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to fold against Mormon on most rivers. Ace is really interesting. I think we're going to chop here, because I think a lot of his non-showdown just bluffs. So I think he's going to have, like, Jack 10 here pretty often. Okay, 7s. But I figured he has showdown there. I think he's going to bluff a lot of his non-showdown, so... Right, it's great. Yeah, this guy... So you can tell he's low stakes. Playing 10-8-0. Haven't seen him play a hand. He's on 12 big blinds. This is the problem, guys. I said this piece of advice to Jess a while ago. It's a very simple piece of advice, and it works. It's 4 words, and it's don't be a pussy. This guy's never going to win this tournament. Doesn't matter how good he runs. That's not the flop I wanted. I don't see much merit in betting. Don't block anything of value, really. We do kind of want to realize equity with this hand. Although, obviously, there's hands that we're more inclined to realize equity with. But we can still have the best hand, and... Yeah, I don't like it, but... I was going to say, if... It depends on how quote-unquote greedy he is with betting 10x. Because if he bets all his 10x, then when he checks, we can just fire. And try and fold out like queen jack, king jack. Ace king suited. I'm listening. No, I'm not going to play anymore on coin because I played on coin before I was Team Online Pro, and they offered me. They mentioned about playing every week, and I said no. I will play it as a one-off, and they were like, okay. And they said, can you make a YouTube video about it? I was like, yeah. So I guess we just call in position here. I'm not thrilled in these positions getting in loads and loads of bigs. We keep in some hands we dominate. Hello. Gizzard spade. Good news is we have just amazing realization with this hand. So we get to see a river. Against normal human beings, we get to see a... Oh, God. I don't like that size. Do I want to raise now? In case I flat and then he jams turn, it's kind of disastrous. But then what am I going to be doing? I'm going to be flipping against hands. But then I always see a turn. No, because I guess we want to keep in bluffs, theoretically. What is he doing with the size? Do I just shove? In case he has a complete airball, I guess just call. Jacks would be disgusting, but he really shouldn't have jacks. I guess with this SPR, just shove and hope he has queens with the queen of spades, which seems pretty weird. Don't know what's going on this hand. Yeah, I guess we shove. Cooler. I don't like plan this reaction, by the way. Apart from obviously when I go onto the camera, but like I don't. Oh my god, man. Fuck hell. Exclamation point ACR, Jesus Christ. Alright, we have got absolute fucking chunks in the Venom. 2.5 million. You'll love to see it. If you're not signed up to ACR, I don't know what you're fucking playing at, to be honest with you. If you've not subscribed on YouTube, go do it. Pretty please. Honestly, doing some checking back. I think it's fine. Ugh, I don't like to see the heart. Thing is, we call versus most sizes on turn. Maybe we should just bet without a heart. I don't know. I don't know how much difference it makes. Yeah, easy call versus this size. And honestly, going to... Okay, on this river versus check, we're going to have to just bluff. But I don't really like it. I'm kind of hoping he just bets. I'm going to go half party thing. It's a mandatory bluff. I'm literally not bottom of range with Jack High here. Don't expect him to fold a flush, but he might fold a king. And he should fold like ace 9 offsuit. Wow. I was going to say let's not play big pots, but we've got a really nice hand to play big pots with in position. So, guy seems pretty aggressive with 3-bet. Yeah, so, I mean, I didn't really want to get involved with these two, but... I could click this as well, actually, to try and fold this guy out, but I don't hate taking this hand 3-way. If I had ace queen offsuit here, it's a mandatory 4-bet in position. It gets awkward to realize 3-way here. And then we can represent more when we 4-bet and then c-bet on the slot. If he bets big here, we just have to fold with a play left to act. Yeah, what's that, like 40%? Maybe I should have just clicked it back anyway. I think I'm just going to bet because I'm probably just going to range bet on this flop. It gets a bit awkward on certain turns. Guess we can continue on every club, like check call, a lot of clubs. 5's like a kind of really bad card. Yeah, I'll do this when we have a club. You can still have like a 6 here. We kind of need him to hero with... He might have some king X, like king 3. Just trying to get heroed by like 8-7. Does he like, I mean, what wants to bluff here? Like queen 8 with a club, queen deuce with a club. It's kind of hard to have that much value. But does he seem aggressive enough to bluff here in this spot? I was thinking 5x of clubs, but then like 5-3 and 5-4 of clubs just want to, they just want to bet the turn just with a fuck ton of equity. It's such a horrible river, man. Normally, I think folding here. The only person we're worried about 3-betting realistically is Mormon, who's going to 3-bet jam. And then we can just be balanced and, you know, have like ace queen, ace jack suited, 8s, 9s, 10s that we just call and then call them off with. So we're protected in that sense. No follow. Don't first name don't dox people's first name here. Gary. So, I should probably fold this as well, because there might be some merit in bluffing hands like this on the turn. Just because I want to. But because we can fold out some pretty good hands in him, like he might have to fold Jack-X if we bet big. Maybe there's world where worse hands call as well. Kind of a merge, but I can't really think about when I'm this tired, so... The EV of playing these hands becomes a lot less when, you know, it's this time. It's worse for me as well because I've been getting up pretty early. So last night I tried to go to bed later, so I'd wake up later. But it's not always what happens. I just go to bed later and wake up at a similar time and get less sleep. Yeah, no, it's way too ambitious, that. I made some really good calls earlier with... But I need to have a better understanding of the player type. I need to know the player, and even looking at his stats, he's got 3% 3-bet. The rest of him, he seems kind of active, like a lot of check raising, some decent amount of c-betting and turn betting. But is he really going to call, flop, check, turn, and then raise river as a bluff? Probably not. He has fuck all for value, but... Yeah. Maybe I should probably bet 9. God, I'm tired. Stand up and wobble around. See ya. Well, at least the river's nice. Hello. At least the river's clean, where we can still beat some hands. Michael can still have like 7s. He can have just nonsense that doesn't want to bluff. I think he's gonna have a lot of like king jack, king queen here. That just checks, I would imagine. Might block. Nice. Nice. 18k big blind. Level 27. Yeah, I think it used to do 28 levels, which I'd much prefer, because then, even though it's nice to come back to day 2 already in the money, and it sucks making day 2 and then not making the money, I do think that I'll just play much better if I get some rest now. Like already 3 AM. But what can you do? This guy's not a whale at all, apparently. And this guy's dusted off his fucking stack. He had chunks before. What happened to him? Maybe he's the whale and he's the reg. I don't know. Come to Manchester next week, Stoke. No, this week. From the 21st, I think. There's the, whatchamacallit? The 888 live thing, Manchester. Me and Easter will be about. Although I don't think I'm going to drink, so. Should almost definitely bluff this, but I just don't know what their ranges look like. And I think he might just kind of call very light. I think he might call some ace highs. Still think it's no excuse and I should bluff, but whatever. Oh, is there actually a difference in the hairline? Let me have a look. Yeah, I get folds there for sure. If he 3-bets me here, I'm just going to have to 4-bet and then get it in. He doesn't know, which is nice. So, small blind calling range is going to smack this, because he can call all of these sets, 9s, he can call it 8-7s, some 7-6 suited, 7-8 suited. I really don't know what solver does, but I don't hate checking back here. And then do I double check back? It feels nitty to check back here with a spade. Alright. What's even going to bluff here? It's got some king jack, some king 8 suited. I'm not even sure about value betting river. Do we get check raised ever? Nah, how fucking grim is that turn? I don't remember last time I won a pot. 4 of spades, please, dealer. I'm gonna check back, I think. And bet a load of turns. Just end up in these fucking dumb spots. So I'm just gonna piss away. Just equity in good spots to bluff. I should just bet big on the flop. I mean, it's just such a bad river and a bad hand to bluff because I'm blocking all the stuff. Just bet, so I don't have the decision. See, I mean, he should actually just bluff hands like 4s, I guess, anyway. Just fucking fold pre. Yeah, it's going slow, man. 183 left. I don't know if there's that many mega shorties either, so people are gonna try and hold on. Could last well over an hour. My guess it's going to end around 6 AM. Maybe not that late. We got a pair. There's a start. He's not shown that much tendency to bluff. He's checked some hands down that have no showdown as well, so I'm not going to love seeing multiple streets here. Really want to see a check back. Which we do. I think it's kind of a bit thin to bet for value. And I know I said I'm not seeing him bluff that much, but I still think check calling with this hand makes sense. Block all of his strongest hands. Check, check. Okay, he has some showdown there with the 7-8. So. Speaking of 7-8. When is day 2? I have to ask. When is day 2 of this? Tomorrow. 6 p.m. tomorrow if we make it. And then I think it plays down to the final table. And that is the following day on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. I expect Michael to get a little bit out of line pre, but not too out of line post. So calling and then playing in position, calling a reasonable amount of flops and turns, and then folding river. Like, let's say it just comes like a 7-high board. I'll call flop and turn and see him at the river and then possibly fold river. Not so much on this one. Good thing with it being queen 10 deuce is you can have some 10x that wants to 3-bet here if he's like 3-betting pretty wide. Like ace 10, king 10, stuff like that. And that's got showdown, so it doesn't want to like multi-barrel for the most part. I kind of don't want to see a jack now. I just want to see a check. We'll play a lot of our range like this as well. So like queens and 10s, we'd play like this and just call. I don't know about aces. Probably aces as well. The turn's going to be an interesting one. I think we can go either way. Because I think you'll bet flop and turn pretty often and then give up river. So I just wonder if this hand... Yeah, I think I'm going to call flop and turn and then fold basically every single river. But I expect him to check pretty frequently. And even like if he has... I don't think he bats king queen on turn. But if he does, I think he checks those on river pure. I think he checks ace queen on river pure as well. So we're looking at like aces for value. And hopefully he just has something, I don't know, random. Something like ace 9 suited or like ace 5 suited or something. We are still going to lose here sometimes. But this was my plan in the hand to do this. And then check back on river. Nice. I wasn't expecting king 7 to bet the turn here showdown, but I was right. I was basically right. Getting way too out of line pre, get out of line on flop and turn, but then always check on river. Nice. Love it when a plan comes together. That gives me a lot of breathing room and potential. And now I want the bubble to last a bit longer because there's only him that covers us. And he can't exactly just pressure the fuck out of us because it's still a big chunk of his stack. So I'm just going to fold her though with this type of hand. Congratulations! We have made day 2 of the Venom, boys and girls. So, Jesus Christ, what a day. Where we're in the money, so we've locked up 2,500, and then Mystery Bounty is going to be in play. So, 5k is going to be the min Mystery Bounty, and 500k is going to be the max. Best Sunday of the year. Right, boys and girls, it's Venom day 2 time. Right, there's no massive shorties. We got one of the chip leaders on our direct right, which is better than direct left, I guess. Oh, yo! There's a lot of 5ks. But it is nice having the 5k as a minimum bounty. Right, let's go, boys. We will 3-bet, and we'll have to 3-bet get it in. Unless Mackie does something. Yeah, I guess we'll go like this kind of size. And won't be folding versus anyone or everyone. Oh, wow. We're calling this for a bounty. Come on, boys. Flip, huge flip. Come on. Right. Queen of Hearts. So many out. So sad, man. That's just worth so much in EV. We get a minimum of $5,000 and we're on fucking 4 million. And we cover the entire table. What a fucking AIDS start. Win a flip, man. It's not hard. We're flatting here. Yeah, with us covering the big blind, I think flatting. We can flat a lot of strong hands here as well. Literally, what a time to lose a flip, man. Like, come on. Literally too many outs. Okay, this should go, I mean, he can 4-bet, but should go call quite often. And then we call and just pray to ping off a 7. Unless we want to jam here. Probably not in these positions. All right, I'm going to peel and just, come on, gives us 7. I'm going to peel it out slowly. One card at a time. King, Jack, Womp, Womp. I shouldn't have got so fucking hyped for this tournament now. Now we cover one person. Okay, this guy calls it off. I might just pure gamble here for 3 bounties. 15k minimum if you win the hand. I'm fucking flicking it in. Give me 7-8 suited and I'm all in, son. Net. Alright, come on, Den Turbo. Good luck, buddy. He's probably just got aces, by the way. Oh, wow, he calls it as well. Ace Jack. Come on, ace or Jack. Who's got what? A king? Ace or a jack? Jack. GG's done turbo. King 3 off as well. What a absolute torch of a shove. Yeah, you got 15k. That's good. 3 of the small bounties gone. I'm going to get 3 bet a lot by this guy, but we still want to open slightly wider or at least chip EV with covering the big blinds. And miserable flop. God, imagine a 7 on the flop there. I actually don't think there's much point in bluffing this. I think we have some showdown. Bit less so on the 6, but I think people will call any pair now, so we're only really folding out like Queen Jack and King High, so. And yeah, guys never fold in top pair. Yeah, just lose every hand, mate. Nice one. Just what I wanted. Oh, shit. This could be interesting. So I think I'm going to call, and then if he shoves and it re-shoves around, then we run it. Basically. Depending on how many all-ins there are. Okay. If he shoves and everyone folds, then we might just still have to go with it. Think we probably go with it. Shoving 8s, 9s, 10s. If this guy calls, then we're in for 2 bounties, but the range is way stronger. Yeah. So the EV of a bounty is going to be at least 10k now, right? Because, yeah, I think we go with this. 10k in a bounty. So, wait, I could work it out. Yeah, because it's like, yeah, of course. Because it's like, if the EV of a bounty is 10k, that's 4 startings. It'd be 4 starting stack, 4 buy-ins. 4 buy-ins is 1.2 million. So there's 1.2 million. So there's 2 million in the pot. I'm getting 6, 12. Yeah, mate, obviously it's call. Jack. Somehow. Jack of spades. It actually kind of doesn't matter what his range is. Unless it's just top, like, whatever percent, then we call. What happens here? It's really awkward that he's raised. I might just have to shove. So much in the middle, I think I just have to shove. Yeah. Not loving this spot, but... Because he can still call as well, so... Yeah, I think this is good. I should have thought about this more, though. What it's worth. Well, now we go 3-way, I think. Which is awkward. Yeah, I think this much. So... I guess Brandon, he will have hands like aces, but obviously we block that, so I think he's going to have more marginal hands, Queen Jack suited, Queen 10 suited, stuff like that. Queen High board's really bad for us as well, so. Gives us hope. Guess I want to see check, check, and then a brick, and then check, check. Does Brandon ever bluff like 7x? Okay. Not for that size, he doesn't. Does he ever bet like Queen X? Possibly. Yes, let's fucking go. The triple, baby. Alright, Sean, you can just shut the fuck up for 30 minutes because I'm not timed out at all. Do I want a range bet here? Possibly, but I'm not going to bother. And I guess I let him bluff and hope for a brick river and just never, ever, ever, ever fold. Need him to have like 9-5 suited, stuff like that, like some like Queen Deuce and shit. So we just need a brick. Ace or an 8 would be nice. Yeah, obviously. Just beat, yeah, 7 of clubs or Queen of clubs, why not? Why not? Literally, why not? Should just shove the turn to protect my hand and not allow him to bluff. I think I played every hand pretty well. Against Jacka, who's like a spaz. I watched him play a hand, Brandon, that he put on his Instagram where he just 2.5x pot jammed the river on a 3-heart board with king, queen off, no heart. So we just want to keep in all his bluffs with a hand that strong on river, on turn, and just hope for something that just doesn't bring in an open-ender and a flush. I'm going to open shove because I think the small blind might rejam close to any 2. When it folds to him. Possibly any 2. I think he jams any 2. Alright, let's go. I did everything I could. I did everything I could in that very, very horrible day in terms of just how we ran. I think I played every spot I would consider perfectly. I'm very happy with the way I played in it. Yeah, GG's. Literally, what can you do? Just need to run better.